Right, got to build a window seat around there. There's 1,000 different ways of making it, and I don't know which way I'm going to do it just yet. Just pondering on it. Now for this window seat, I think I've decided what I'm going to do. I'm going to build 3 boxes. It's only going about 1 foot high. It's going to be similar to this. So that to there is only 1 foot, and then 4 or 5 inch cushion on top. So what I'm going to do is create a framework, a 3x1 frame, flat on the floor, just to level this up, even it up should I say. Nothing in this house is level, so I'm just going to flatten it, try and get rid of some of these ridges. Then 3 boxes on top, 18mm ply. A framework on top of that with the bullnose, similar to the windowsill. And 3 doors on the top. And a simple skirt going all the way around. It's not deep enough to get like panelling in, so it'll just be a flat fascia on the front panel, whatever you want to call it. I'll patch up some of these holes first. No, just fill them up, stop them being drafty. I was going to create like 3 boxes. One there, one in the middle. It's coming out 3 foot, and then about 32 inch either side. But that, from there to there, is 1570 I think. The across there is 1300. Don't know if you can see me drawing. Hello? You're in the way. Fuck off. See, 1310. To create 3 boxes. You're being a pain. I'm going to kick you out. To create 3 boxes, 1500, 1300, 1500 again, 1570 I mean. That's best part of 3 sheets. I could put 1 piece in like that, and then just put some pits on the end. But from there to there is 9 foot, and I've got 8 foot boards. So I've got to join them somewhere here. Right, normally I'd buy what they call Malayan ply. Here's a little piece of it. So it's got a nice thick veneer face where you can sand it quite well, but they've changed stock now. Now they're supplying this stuff that they're calling Q ply. It's the same price, but the veneer looks a lot thinner. But saying that as well, it's a nicer face than this stuff. This stuff's like that. It's a bit coarse, but you can see on there that nice thick veneer that I like. But they've stopped stocking that, so it's this stuff now. We'll see how it goes. Nice face. We'll see. Right, my protractor thingy tells me that that is 42 degrees and it's only on 40 degrees at that one. These are probably aren't straight, so I can't really go on that. So what I've done is made sure for that distance 710, that distance is 710. Don't matter that you don't touch the ends, as long as it's the same distance across there. And this is scribing again. So what I'll do is measure from there, touching the wall, 710, I'll make a mark. Same on that one. I'll measure up there, 710, make a mark, and I can cut that across there. That should slide in, should fit in there. Then I'm going to cut two pieces, the distance, the width that I want, and see where they join up. And the joint won't be across the corner, it'll be wherever they best join. Right, so now I've got that. I've got a few mil gap along the back there, but it doesn't matter. If I wanted to, I could trim one of them. That's not a bad fit. I did try to get a 3 metre board, but the only ply that they had was rubbish or really expensive. It's a shame. It'd be nice to fill up that little corner. Then all I'd have is a little strip to go on the front there. I'm using the offcut. Factory cut corners are normally fairly square. This wall ain't square anyway, so it's near enough. And I've decided where this is going to come around. It's going to finish there. So I can move that out of the way. Draw a line across there. I'll mark that point anyway. And I can work out that distance. I can cut a piece that square. Plus that bit. I should be able to cut it at a diagonal, and the offcut will go over there. That's the plan. Because it's coming out to here, like that. I could just put a piece in there, and then use this. And use this offcut. Cut that off, fill that corner up with that. But then I'd have loads of joints, I'd have to support this piece. To me that looks a bit crap. So I'm going to put a full piece in there and cut that off. So now I've got that mark there. And I made this parallel, put a mark over there. So what I'll do is measure that, plus that. I can cut a board to that length. I'm going 32 1/4, so it's 32 1/4, whatever that is, plus this bit on the end. I can cut that at diagonal. Right, across there I've got 980, this bit here is 235, and if my calculations are right, that adds up to 1215, which is fortunate because the board's 1220. So I can trim each end a little bit and just take one rip off the end of a board. That's good. Right, inside I said 1215. These are very neat edges, so I'm not going to bother trimming it down. I'm going to live with the 1220. If I make a mark, cut it off. I measured 235 there, 235 on the other side, and rip it down. That should make two matching pieces. So now I've got them two pieces. Didn't cut right the way through. I can trim that up a bit, don't matter. It's my centre mark. I'm not far off there. Not much touching there. So what I'll do now is cut that off across this one. Draw a line there, cut that off. And I can join them two. Same there, cut that off, join them two. It's going to be more like a day bed, but that'll just give it a little bit of, don't know, feature, stop it being so straight across. By the time it's built up, cushions on the back, big fat cushions. It'll only just be big enough to lounge on. Right, so now I've got that. Might seem a little wasteful, but so far I've only got them 4 little pieces there, and I've only got 2 cut lines to deal with. So what I'll do now, on top of that, using that as a jig, might put some biscuits together, might put it together with some biscuits, maybe the odd pocket screw, just hold it together while glue dries. What I'll do is build a frame on top of this with divisions, with pieces supporting the joints. That's partly why I wanted to do it this way, because I've only got 2 joints to support, probably one down the middle. I don't know, I'll put an outside piece first and then see what I need to do, but then I'll swap that over, put that underneath, get that flat. So like I say, there's wiggles on this, there's nails, paint, all sorts of crap on it, so I'll get a nice flat base. I'm not going to put it level, just flat. Then I can put this on top, then I can start building on top of this, I think, with my divisions for my boxes. Put the biscuits on there. Like I say, I want to try and hold this together. I don't want any fixings down the middle, because you're going to see that. All I'm going to have is a line that I'm going to have to sort out when I paint it. But I've just done a test cut, and I worked out that if I line the edge of the jig up here with the edge of the board, I can just get one in the end, and then when the sides go on all the way around here, that just covers that, so you won't see it from inside. So that's good. So I'll put a couple, one at each end, on either end, glue it, and I can screw it together. Right, now that's together, we can start making a frame on top of it, using this as the outline. And timber's crap. So this is supposed to be plain timber. There's saw marks in it. One edge ain't planed. The wood you can get now is rubbish. I'm not going to be mitering corners. One's going to run through and the other one's going to butt up to it at an angle, but it's just going to butt up to it. You see, I cut this piece at 45. You see, it's out. That'll throw all my other joints. So what I'm going to do is mark it. It's parallel. I'm going to mark it like that. Cut it at that angle. And I should be set to go then. Alright, I'll fix this together. Pocket holes and biscuits. I'll decide when I do it. I might put another one across there where the uprights are going to be for the dividers, but I'll decide on that later. I had to use tubby one here because, like I say, I reluctantly had to buy this crappy wood. Lavers, Harlan lavers normally have better wood, but for me that's another 4 or 5 mile, so we'll see. I've just put biscuits across the joints Put a few pins in these bits around the front, and then I can push everything, a couple of wedges at the back. I'm going to cut all the pieces while it's a nice day. And I've got a bit of shopping to do. I'll come back to this later or tomorrow, see what time it is. Then I'll be able to take this out. I'll put masking tape underneath so it shouldn't stick. But then I can take this out, slide it underneath, pack it level, fix that board down. Right, I'm cutting the pieces for the upside of the box. I need 230. That's that pencil line there. I know my saw cuts just a fraction over. And here's a tip. Just so happens, a piece of 2x1 plus the track is that, so I'll be able to set it each time. And I've got my clamps on. So that is that. I'll probably end up with a millimetre or so short, but it doesn't matter. By the time I've packed this thing up, it'll be approximately the right height. Right, so that finished 229.5, near enough. So using my block again, make one rip, move it over, make another rip, and so on. Last one, that's 5. This is just a piece of 2x1, but just in case I need to cut another for whatever reason, I'll keep that.